Hi everyone. I'm going to do another little reading from The Reason to Write. This is called Inked In. One day, when I was 9 years old, my father called me down to his study. "I want to show you something," he said. "What, Baba?" "Come with me and you'll see." I followed him into the drawing room, a realm usually reserved for best behaviour tea parties with the great and the good. Once we were inside, my father shut the door. Until that moment, I think I had hardly ever been alone with him before. As one of the inseparable twins, I was only half of a whole. No one ever divided us. "Shall I go and get Safia?" I asked brightly. "She's upstairs." "No," my father replied, "because what I have to show is for you and you alone." Sensing butterflies in my stomach, I wished it was over, whatever it was. Before I could shoot out a volley of questions, as I tended to do, my father touched a fingertip to his lips. "What I'm going to show you is for you to know all about," he said, "and only you." "But can I tell Safia? Can I? Best not to. Best not tell anyone." "This isn't something for Tahir Shah, the information officer," my father said. "Is it a secret?" I asked, scandalized. "Yes, in a way it is." When I held a hand to my mouth in horror, my father went over to the cupboards which spanned the entire wall. Among them were recesses in which exquisite oriental objects were displayed. With both hands he lifted a magnificent brass candlestick, a legacy of ancient Al-Andalus, standing as tall as a man. Then, with force, he punched the back wall of the niche in which the candlestick had stood. A door swung inwards, revealing a secret cubbyhole. About 1 meter in width, it rose floor to ceiling and was packed with all kinds of wonders. Sacks and tea crates labelled in Arabic script, ancestral swords wrapped in waxed cloth, dozens of Eastlight brand box files, reels of 16mm film, and numerous cardboard boxes overflowing with trophies and awards. "I didn't know this was here," I whispered fearfully. "No one does, except for me, and now you," my father said. "Is this the secret, Papa?" "Yes, it is. It's our secret." Again, I felt butterflies stronger than before. Safia didn't like me having secrets. Twins are supposed to tell each other everything. Reaching up, my father pulled out a file, dustier and much older than all the rest. Leading me into the pool of light streaming in, he opened it. Inside was a document. With great care, he turned it so I could make sense of it. "Do you see what this is?" he asked. "No, Baba. It's our family tree, and it stretches back centuries." "How many centuries, Baba?" "More than 20. That's more than 2,000 years. The tip of my father's finger roamed down through the forest of names, each one written neatly in Arabic. "That's your name there," he said. I read the words in Arabic, mouthing the letters as I had been taught to do. As I did so, two things struck me. Firstly, my name was the only one written in pencil. Secondly, all over the family tree, there were gaps where names seemed to be missing. I asked why. My father turned to me, his gaze catching the shaft of light. His eyes were coal black and stern. "This is very serious," he said. "What is, Baba?" "This document. The reason your name is in pencil, the gaps where names should be. I'll explain why, and I want you always to remember it. Do you understand?" I nodded, as I always did, even though I never understood. "We are not like other families," my father went on. "You see, in our family, we are bound by duty. It's a solemn duty that has gone back centuries and centuries, and even thousands of years. 2,000 years. Yes, 2,000 years, and even longer than that. But why is my name written in pencil, Baba? And why are there so many gaps where an awful lot of names should be?" I asked again. Because, my father replied. In our family, when a boy is born, his name is written in pencil, just as yours is now. And then, by about the age of 25, we review what he has achieved. If he hasn't achieved anything, or been a good person, his name is simply erased. And that is why there are so many spaces where the names could be. Sitting on the floor of that cubbyhole in the pool of light, my bottom lip quivered as though I might burst into tears. Am I going to be rubbed out, Baba? I asked. My father didn't answer for what seemed like an eternity. Then he said, not if you make something of yourself. The reason to write.